everybody, Backyard Bullion here. So today I want to talk a little bit about the silver and gold prices and the recent drops that we've seen over the last 3 or 4 weeks. I realise I've done quite a lot of hand-poured silver type videos recently, so it's nice to change it up a little bit and do a kind of commentary video on recent events, the price drops. It's a type of video that I always learn from. I learn when I research before making these videos, and I learn from the comments that I get on the videos and from everybody who watches them. So you've got to remember though, I'm not a financial expert, I'm not a financial planner, nor am I an investment guru. All of my thoughts and opinions are based on my own situation, my own strategy, and my own budget and my own stacking strategy. So any decisions that you guys make having watched this and listening to me must be yours and yours alone, and I can't be held responsible for anything that you do. So now we've got those disclaimers out the way, I have a bunch of silver and gold here to play with whilst we talk about silver and gold prices. So we've seen a big drop over the last 3 or 4 weeks in silver and gold, and this kind of was triggered by the announcement here in the UK that we're having an election this summer. I appreciate there are lots of other factors that have combined with this as well. We've seen the strengthening of the pound and the dollar over the last few weeks as well, which has dropped prices down. It's also meant that financial markets are more considerably attractive for investors, and safe haven assets have been kind of stripped out. There's other events going on in the world as well. We've had the run up to the French election, and it's been looking ever more likely that Macron was going to win, and indeed he did. So we've seen a lot more confidence in financial markets and Europe because of that. So yeah, we've seen a lot of drops. It's been 15% here in the UK. Could it go further? In my opinion, yeah, I think it does. I think it's still got room to drop a bit further. We've seen it over the last 3 weeks that pretty much every day gold and silver have finished a little bit lower than they were at the start of the day. So I think there's still room. Again, I'm not an expert on this. I can't see the future. If I knew exactly where silver and gold would drop to, then I'd be a multi-billionaire by now. But I do think that there's room for gold to drop to around maybe the £900 an ounce mark here in the UK, and £11.50 an ounce mark for silver, maybe even a little lower than that. Also, I do see the pound strengthening over the next couple of weeks in the build-up to the election. I think that the Conservatives will probably win the election quite considerably well, and we'll see a strong parliament after that, which will give a lot of people confidence in the UK and the pound, and a bit more confidence about Brexit going forward, which will mean that the pound will get stronger, and therefore we have a bit more buying power here in the UK. So that could reduce prices even more, but it also affects how we buy stuff from Europe. So here in the UK we tend to buy silver from Europe, where we are buying in the euro price but converting through from pounds. So the strengthening of the pound is really good for us. It means that we can buy and get a little bit more value for money basically when we're buying silver from Europe. So what has this kind of got in store for me and other people as stackers and investors? So I'll just kind of split that up first. For me, and this is going to be different for everybody because everybody should have different sort of strategies and outlooks and budgets and things. But for me, I've got a budget in my mind where I'd started the year about how much I wanted to look to spend on gold and silver. For me, my investment is very much looking at the long term. I'm, stacking for my retirement basically. So I'm not really considering the massive drops in silver as a loss. I do see the point where, if you're a stacker and you're reaching that retirement age now, perhaps you'd have lost a little bit compared with what you had in terms of buying power last month. But it's going to be down to each individual person's situation. Remember, you don't actually lose any money on gold and silver until you actually sell it and make a loss on it or make a gain on it. So I get quite a lot of comments on my videos from people talking about gold and silver prices, and they're new stackers and they've just bought some silver and gold, and maybe they bought a month ago when prices were higher, and then they look at it today and they go, oh, my investment's lost a lot of money, or they get buyer's remorse and they think, oh gosh, I've overpaid for that, it's too expensive, and they get buyer's remorse, they get put off, or they sell to hedge their loss, and yeah, they lose money. I think it's really important for new stackers to appreciate that gold and silver is a volatile market. Things will change over the short term, but in the long term, you'd be pretty guaranteed to get your money back or better. You know, I think it's all about picking when you sell. And the most important aspect of being able to pick when you sell is to have your budget set. So for me as an investor, I've got a budget set for my, you know, my yearly additions which I want to make. And I would highly recommend that if you're a new stacker that you get that sorted first, because if you, you know, if you have to sell your stuff because, I don't know, the boiler's broken down, you need to buy a new boiler for a couple of £1,000, you don't have that cash on hand and you have to sell the gold that you bought 3 weeks ago, then yeah, you're going to lose money. You're going to lose 10-15% on spot price alone. You're probably not going to be able to get full value of your coin because you're in a rush to sell it. So yeah, it's really important to kind of have that in mind and sort of budget and have that safety net budget and cash available for that rainy day fund as well. I think it's really important to do that. Otherwise you might come unstuck. I think as well it's really important to remember that when you're you know, in this situation where you've seen the prices drop considerably, don't get overzealous with your purchases. You know, yeah, it seems really attractive to buy right now. I personally think it's got a bit more room to go down. So yeah, if you're going to buy right now, that's fine for you. But for me, I'm going to wait a little longer, see where prices go. But it might be that you think, do you know what? It's so low right now. I'm going to empty my savings bank account and buy everything in silver and gold because it's so low. How can it possibly, you know, how can I possibly lose? Well, that's just setting yourself up for that situation where I said where next month the boiler's going to break, or your car breaks down, or your washing machine blows up like mine did last week. And you're going to have to buy something, or, you know, dip into the savings or dip into that cash reserve that you've got. And to not have that there because you've overspent on gold and silver is just it's gonna affect you. It's gonna cripple you. So just have that in mind when you're looking at buying things now. I think that's the most important thing. So, you know, silver and gold prices going down, really great thing, but just remember, do it all within your means, I think is what I'm trying to say. So kind of in summary, what does that mean? So, you know, for me, I think I'm just going to continue with my normal plans, pension plans for the rest of the year, for the rest of kind of the next couple of years. I'm going to continue with the budget, which I'd set myself a backyard bullion for hand-poured silver products. You know, I'm not going to go and rush out and overspend and overinvest on my little fledgling business. I think it's important to stick to planning, to stick to budgets, and really not worry too much about future prices. Here as well, this is just fun. I'm going to drop out of the topic for a moment, but this is a graphite mould which was sent to me by a customer here in the UK who's bought off me before, and he had a go at making his own mould, which is really, really cool and amazing. So his name's Martin. Thank you so much, Martin. You've been sent one of these leaves that actually was poured in there already as a thank you, and I hope you enjoy it. But they come out really well. They're sort of around the 1.5 ounce mark, 1.56 ounces. Really cool design on there, and it's my logo, which is really, really awesome. So you can see there I've stamped my logo on the logo, which is excellent. These are on my website, so if you guys want to go check that out, go have a look at backyardbullion.com for more information. So back to topic though, let me know your thoughts though in general on the silver gold price drops. As I said at the start of this video, I always like hearing what other people think about this kind of topic, about the things that I've been saying as well. I think it's a way that I learn a lot, and it's certainly how I learned a lot at the start of my stacking, you know, sort of 18 months ago. So also, just as a reminder, we've still got a couple of the, well I say a couple, we've got 20 of the Silver Forum investment bars left for sale at the moment in pre-order. So if you haven't checked that out yet, please do go have a look at the video that I uploaded a few days ago. You can see more details about that. Or you can jump over to the Silver Forum and have a look at those in more detail there. If you haven't put the thumbs up on this video, please hit the like button, share this video around. I think it's quite a cool topic to talk about, so I want to get as many people to put their opinions on this video as possible. So if you haven't commented on it, please do as well. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I've got some really cool videos planned for the rest of the week. There'll be an In Focus Friday on Friday, and then over the weekend there'll be a sort of hand-poured silver update on some shiny dragons. Then in the following weeks we've got some really cool unboxings happening as well. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do, and you can catch all future videos. Otherwise, I just want to say a massive thank you for listening to me ramble on for the last 10 minutes. And please make sure that you like, share, comment and subscribe for more.